Yasir Qadhi attended the march in Washington and gave a speech. He made some comments about the Orthodox Jews being his brethren.
These are our brethren.
And that they are the true followers of Moses alayhi salam.
They are the real followers of Moses.
I was really confused when I saw the video. So inshallah I'm going to react to the clip and show with evidence from their own books that they are not the true followers of Moses alayhi salam. Moses alayhi salam is our prophet and has nothing to do with Judaism. So without wasting any time, let's watch the clips and come back.
And I say loudly and clearly, this is not anti-Semitism. As I see the crowd in front of us, there are hundreds of Orthodox rabbis, thousands of Jewish people. These are our brethren. These are our brethren. They are the real followers of Moses. They are the ones who make the children of Israel proud.
Calling the Jewish people our brethren can be understood if you mean that the Arabs and the Jewish people are both descendants of Abraham alayhi salam. The Jews are the descendants of Isaac alayhi salam, and the Arabs are the descendants of Ishmael alayhi salam. But calling the Jewish people, whether they are Orthodox or not, the true followers of Moses alayhi salam is problematic. Moses alayhi salam was neither a Jew nor a Christian. We Muslims are the true followers of Moses alayhi salam. And if Moses alayhi salam was alive today, he would have no choice but to follow Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Umar ibn al-Khattab came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam with a book or scroll that he had acquired from some of the people of the book. He read it to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, so the Prophet became angry and said, "Are you hesitant regarding it, O son of al-Khattab? By the one in whose hand is my soul, I have certainly been sent with that which is pure and clear proof. Do not ask them, the people of the book, about anything, for they may inform you of something which is true and you may reject it, or they may inform you of something which is false and you may believe it. By the one in whose hand is my soul, even if Musa, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was alive, he would have no choice but to follow me. The only followers of the prophets of God are us Muslims. Christians and Jews don't follow the prophets of God. Rather, they follow their corrupted scriptures. And even in following that, they pick and choose. And remember this important point. When this evil person tries to justify his actions, he uses the same book that these Orthodox Jews that Yasir Qadhi just called the true followers of Moses alayhi salam believe in. He always quotes the verses about the Amalekites in the Old Testament. Please answer me this question. Do those Orthodox Jews reject these verses? Of course not. They believe in the same thing. Just one group is waiting for the Messiah to come and start doing the same thing, and the other group doesn't care and wants to deal with the Amalekites now. They all believe in the same thing. If a random person claims to be the Messiah today and the Orthodox Jews believe him, they will follow the same verses and do the same thing to our brothers and sisters. We Muslims shouldn't be naive. I challenge you to just read the Old Testament or just read the book of 1 Samuel and your whole worldview will change. During the last 3 months, we have been hearing about Amalek and the Amalekites. So who are the Amalekites exactly? Were they Arabs or not? Genesis 36 verse 12. Esau's son Eliphaz also had a concubine named Timnah, who bore him Amalek. These were grandsons of Esau's wife Ada. So we know according to this verse that Amalek is the son of Eliphaz. Job 2 verse 11. When Job's 3 friends, Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, heard about all the troubles that had come upon him, they set out from their homes and met together by agreement to go and sympathize with him and comfort him. So Eliphaz, the father of Amalek, is one of the friends of Job. And Job was a true prophet of God. And his name, according to the Quran, is Ayyub alayhi salam. According to the history of the Arabs, from the earliest time to the present, by Philip Khoury Hitti, pages 42 and 43, Job, the author of the finest piece of poetry that the ancient Semitic world produced, was an Arab, not a Jew, as the form of his name, Ayyub, Arabic Ayyub, and the scene of his book, North Arabia, indicates. So according to this, Job was an Arab and was a friend of Eliphaz, who was the father of Amalek. According to the Penny Encyclopedia of the Society for the Diffusion of Useful Knowledge, Volume 1 and 2, page 411, it says, the Arabians mention Amalek, Amalek, or Amalika among the aborigines of Arabia, the remains of which were mingled with the descendants of Joktan and Adnan, and became most Arabs or Mukarabs, that is, Arabians mixed with foreigners. And they give these names also to the Canaanites and Philistines, which nations were probably related to each other. According to Arabian writers, the inhabitants of North Africa were descendants from the Amalekites, who were expelled by Joshua. So the Amalekites, Canaanites, and Philistines are all called Arabs. That's why these disbelievers use the verses about the Amalekites, referring to our Palestinian brothers and sisters. My only brothers and sisters are the Muslims. The disbelievers are not my brothers. It is narrated on the authority of Abu Huraira that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam observed, "By him in whose hand is the life of Muhammad, he who amongst the community of Jews or Christians hears about me, but does not affirm his belief in that with which I have been sent, and dies in this state of disbelief, he shall be but one of the denizens of hellfire." And remember, there is a difference between beliefs and actions. Yes, we believe that the Jews and Christians are disbelievers, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't be respectful and kind in dealing with them, especially those who are peaceful, like the Orthodox Jews that Yasir Qadhi was talking about. Allah does not forbid you from dealing kindly and fairly with those who have neither fought nor driven you out of your homes. Surely Allah loves those who are fair. This is the beauty of Islam. We are direct and we don't hide our true beliefs. Yes, we believe they are disbelievers, but at the same time we are kind to them and fair. You may ask yourself, we know Christians are disbelievers and polytheists because they believe in the Trinity, which is polytheism. But what about the Jews? They claim to believe in one God. Why are they disbelievers? Muslims answer this simple question. Would you consider a person a believer if he calls a prophet like Sulaiman alayhi salam, for example, a disbeliever? Of course not. Prophets are a red line, and disrespecting one prophet gets you outside of the fold of Islam. And that's exactly what the Jewish people believe about our beloved prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. 1 Kings 11 verse 4. As Solomon grew old, his wife turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. How can they be believers while at the same time calling Sulaiman alayhi salam a disbeliever? That's why I always say we are the only true followers of the prophets of God. Sulaiman alayhi salam was a Muslim and has nothing to do with Judaism or Christianity. It was not Solomon who disbelieved, but the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic and that which was revealed to the two angels at Babylon, Harut and Marut. The Quran is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it defends the honor of all the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Bible claims Lot alayhi salam slept with his two daughters and got them pregnant, and David alayhi salam committed fornication.
Источник зла – это Бог, не сатана. В иудаизме сатана – это и есть Бог.
A'udhu billah from this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from such misguidance and disbelief. Anyone who believes any of these things can never be my brother. Indeed, we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, as we revealed to Noah and the prophets after him, and we revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, the descendants, Jesus, Job, Jonah, Aaron, and Solomon, and to David we gave the book of Psalms. We believe in all the prophets of God, and we make no distinction between them. Be careful when dealing with your colleagues who are disbelievers. As much as you want them to be Muslims and to be saved from the hellfire, they want you to follow their way. And if you are naive, they may get you. Never will the Jews or Christians be pleased with you until you follow their fate. Say, Allah's guidance is the only true guidance, and if you were to follow their desires, after all the knowledge that has come to you, there would be none to protect or help you against Allah. We Muslims are commanded to follow every single command in the Quran and the Sunnah with zero compromise. And because the Christians and the Jews don't take their religion as seriously as we do, they have no problem compromising on their religion just to make you compromise on yours. You may think you are being nice by sitting with them while they are drinking beer, but in reality you are compromising your faith, which is something unacceptable. They wish you would compromise so they would yield to you. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our brothers and sisters all over the world and grows the love between the believers. We must remember that we Muslims are brothers and sisters, because I feel like sometimes we forget that, especially on Twitter. The believers are but brothers, so make settlements between your brothers and fear Allah that you may receive mercy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give our brothers and sisters in Palestine victory and protect all the Muslims around the world. I hope you benefited from this video. You can also watch this video about Christians united to debunk Islam and prove why it is a false religion. And don't forget to subscribe for daily uploads. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.